Hello, my name is Francesca Oletta. I am one of the founders of MTFH company. Another member of our group is Harris Rajeswan, and here there are other two members.
Hi, good morning. I'm Morena May S. de la Cruz, one of the founder of MTFH company.
And hi, I'm John Big Fat and I'm the last founder of MTFH company.
Our product is an audiobook, but before speaking about that in detail, I will show you our outline. Our outline is divided in 9 parts, such as the history of the company, what is an audiobook, the product that we sold, the target, the pricing, the legal consideration, the global consideration, the cost of the business, and finally we have the location and the website. So the history is pretty simple because one day our professor in the Centennial College, in the course of business, decided to give us a project in which we had to develop a business and a new product. Our idea was so good that we decided to show our idea to some stakeholders, and they like it. So this in 2018, some stakeholders decided to give raise to our company. This is our logo. It's really simple because it represents our audiobooks, such as the book in the middle that represent reading, and the musical notes around that represent the music tracks. And finally, we have these two circles that they represent essentially the fact that reading and music can stay together. So essentially, what is an audiobook? An audiobook is audio tracks plus book that makes our audiobooks. So our audiobooks are a different way of reading, a different way of listening, a different way to have we can say a mind travel. This is important because they are something that is completely different, because it's not a simple book, it's not a simple playlist of music, but it's something that is connected together in order to have a better way to read something with being really connected with the paragraph that we are reading, and really emotional connected with everything. Our products, because we are selling audiobooks, they are divided in categories such as romance, such as romantic novels, such as scientific novels, and we have also different categories because we want to approach with as many people as possible. And this, in fact, we will show you our target in the next slide, so Morena can speak about it.
This is our target market, which consists of 13% for children, 20% for teenagers, and 67% for adults, regardless of the gender of the reader. So in this graph, it will show that specifically 2% consists of 6 to 8 years old, 8% for 8 to 10 years old, and 3% for 10 to 12 years old. For the teenagers, 3% of 12 to 14 years old, 5% for 14 to 17 years old, and 12% for 17 to 20 years old. And for adults, it is 20 to 30 years old for 36%, 5% for 30 to 40 years old, and 19% for 50 to 70 years old. And the next will be discussed by Sam.
And hi, my name is Sam, and I'm discussing with you about the pricing. Our company chose the cost plus pricing strategy because this is a cost-based method for setting the price of goods and service. Under this approach, on the material cost, the labor cost, and also the overhead cost for product are added to mark up the percentage, and in order to decide for the price of the products. And the reason why we choose this strategy because this is the most profitable for our company, and sometimes in addition with the cost, we need money to running the promotional campaigns or promotional program. So we must choose this strategy to cover all the costs and also the promotional. And next, I will talk to you about the legal considerations. In Canada and especially in Toronto, if we want to open a new business, the first one we need is the business number. The business number is a 9-digit number that that give a business its own unique identifier. There's one example on the slide. And in addition with the business number, we need some CRA program accounts. The first one is GST or HST account. When you sell something, you need a taxable sale. So you of course you need this account. And the letter for this represent for the account is RT. The next account is payroll program account. Your business have to hire some employee and you have to pay for that employee. So you need a payroll program account with the letter RP. The next one is corporation income tax account with the letter RC. And the last one is the import and export account. Whenever you want to import export product, you need this account with the RM letter. And the next one is the copyright registrations. Because our product is audiobooks, so we absolutely need this copyright registrations to prohibit other company to copying our work without permissions. And the last one is called account receivable insurance, or we can call it credit insurance. A credit insurance is to protect our business from the risk when a client go bankrupt or when they refuse to pay, especially in the export market. And the next one is about the global consideration will present by Morena.
Global consideration needs the certificate of origin for the customers to know where the product comes from. So in our case, we are exporting in the Philippines. For the commercial invoice is we need to show an invoice to the country we want to export our product, and the business number with an import and export account is to identify our business. And in the Philippines, the tax is 12%, but if the product is less than 10,000 pesos or $200, we will not implement tax on the product.
And I will present the slide of the cost. And as is possible to see, we, as I mentioned at the beginning, we have to show our project to some stakeholders, so the costs will be supported by them. The building is in a renting building, so as is possible to see, it will be $2,000 per month. And it is really important to know that about the building, we didn't buy the building because it's really expensive to try to buy something in downtown, so we only changed the ownership. The expenses also will be among $2,000 per month because it's really, we have to understand that we have to spend a lot of money about hydro, internet, manutention, and so on. The equipment too will be really super expensive because it's a huge business and because we want to make everything by ourselves, so print, product, so having the writers in our building, so the equipment will involve the printers, the ink, the papers, so everything that is necessary. The supplies is really simple, so it's everything that we need, like chairs or desks, so it will be around $200,000. The salaries also is really important to know that we have an average between $7,000 and $8,000. And about the property tax that Toronto has is about almost about 0.67%, and the insurance for little company is about $15,000 for years. He said in our case, because it's a big company, it will be almost around 25,000 per year. And finally, the advertising is really important for us because we are a new company, so we decided to use all that money for our advertising and sales. And finally, the license, because we need to buy all the necessary license in order to can go on. Finally, we have the last two slides that Sam will present.
Yes, you can see here is the location of our store, and if you have any, if you want to know any more information about our products, do not hesitate to contact us in 40 Dundas Street West on Toronto. It's in the middle of the city, so it's very easy for you to get there. And or you can go to our website, ftfhcompany.webline.com, so you can get more information about our company. And that's all about our presentation. Thank you for your listening.